We are essentially just days away from watching Porsha's new Real Housewives of Atlanta spinoff titled Porsha's Family Matters on Bravo. But we don't even have to wait till then to start sipping on this tea, baby, because Porsha has already kicked off her book tour for her memoir titled Pursuit of Porsha, and y'all already know how this goes. It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video, and today let's talk about how Porsha Williams just shocked all of her Real Housewives of Atlanta fans when she just came clean about having a relationship with the now disgraced R&B legend turned convict R. Kelly, and how fans are feeling like, girl, ain't nobody even asked for this.
No, it's true.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. Now, before we get started sipping this tea, go ahead and like this video, click that subscribe button, and you already know you want to hit that bell button so you officially join me and my binge watchers and are first to get updates about binge-worthy videos like this. Y'all already know how this goes. When our faves get a book and they need to sell that book, they just start spilling all the tea.
Since you don't read things, let me just tell you what was said.
Sometimes it's Lipton. And sometimes it's that 3-day-old McDonald's $1 for the big ass cup that nobody even wants to drink. Yeah, so it comes as no surprise really that today Porsha is oversharing with us. But yes, Porsha Williams Goubadia just opened up for the first time ever about her experience with R. Kelly in her brand new book. And yes, she told People magazine in an interview exactly why she wanted to share her story with investigators.
I'm very transparent, and I knew that if I was going to write a book that I wanted to be completely open about my life. And I also knew the only way my book would be effective is to tell the whole truth.
In the People magazine interview, Porsha shared that after meeting with a friend of the R&B singer in 2007, at 25 years old and as an aspiring artist, she was flued out to Chicago to meet R. Kelly and potentially work with him. Now, to be clear, this was during his Double Up era, so I know it's hard to imagine why in the world would Porsha Williams need R. Kelly for some of y'all, but R. Kelly was still arguably at the top of his game. And I know y'all were all listening to that bop that R. Kelly dropped called Same Girl featuring Usher in 2007, so don't even try it. Do not even try to play my good sis.
Call me petty, but I guess that's what I am.
Anyways, Porsha says that she started to realize that the vibe was off when the car service took her to the R&B singer's home rather than to a recording studio. But she was just being open and going with the flow, and it really wasn't until her handler led her to R. Kelly's bedroom after a very short initial introduction that she realized that she was in way over her head. Now, she told People magazine that she sat there alone for hours, and when R. Kelly finally came upstairs, y'all already know what happened next. Yeah, it's just so sad to me that Porsha found herself in this situation all because she wanted to do what she thought would progress her further into this pursuit of her music career, revealing in the book that she told herself, this is what you're supposed to do. You have to. There is no turning back. And she lived with this secret ever since. In the People magazine interview, Porsha also shared, I realized it was my opportunity to help anyone who's been hurt by him. There have been so many other instances where I had been mishandled by men that my mentality at the time was of a mistreated person, and that it was okay for me to be treated this way. Yeah, I know that it must have been really hard because this isn't one of those stories that leaves us looking at Porsha in a better way, and I just feel like there's not really that much benefit to her in terms of like her image, but you know, it's hard to just ever imagine the girl that we've been watching on The Real Housewives of Atlanta ever being anywhere near R. Kelly's closet. But Porsha made the decision to challenge herself to tell the full and honest stories in her book.
I would literally write something down for our editor and I would just sit there and cry. But I just knew that the whole story would need to be told in order for people to relate to the true Porsha and not just the Porsha they saw on TV.
Now, Porsha has always had a bit of an interesting history with music. Ever since she was introduced to us on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, she has made it clear that music has always been a passion.
Amazing grace, oh, sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Yes. Porsha later went on to do a singing role in Candy's A Mother's Love play and eventually released a song of her own titled Flatline, which is definitely a bop.
Wonder we would deal way to stop but I never thought we were better off apart. You took the life out of me, my heart is broken and flatline, flatline, whoa.
Yes, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this song, Flatline from Porsha, is a bop.
Girl, shut the up. You thought you ate that?
But no, seriously, y'all know that I am always out here doing the Lord's work, so I had to dig up these receipts. Y'all remember that song that we should have not been listening to in high school where the main melody was the bed squeaking sound? Yes, it's called Some Cut. I remember being shook and feeling bamboozled a few years ago when I realized that this girl in the video was a young Porsha Williams doing her thing as a video girl back then. On one hand, I felt like it was a bit off-brand for Porsha since at the time, she was presenting as a charitable housewife that fixes her man's plate before she fixes her own, and I just got a weird feeling about seeing her clearly in a less empowered space here in this video. And now that we know about this creepy history that Porsha has had with R. Kelly, I can't help but wonder if this opportunity to be in this music video is somehow connected.
What? Who is having that conversation?
Anyways, are you guys happy to hear about how a now empowered Porsha Williams is circling back and using her past experiences to help the next person? Do you feel like Porsha sharing these shocking details about her personal encounter with R. Kelly was done with good intention? Or do you feel like it's weird that it took her so long to finally speak out? Comment right now and let me know.
Understand what I mean when I say I'm my truest self. I am Porsha 2.0. This has been the pursuit of Porsha. So the only way to do that was to honestly deal with some of those tough moments. And I just had to be brave enough to do it.
Thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I know that this is quite the plot twist, but I can only imagine what else Porsha is going to be sharing in her new book and on her new show when they both premiere later on this month. And if you haven't already, please check out my last video that I just did about Betty Boop. And I just feel like this is a very different video for me and it's a very special video. And I know that most of you guys probably don't really care about Betty Boop, but this story is a tale of a powerful Black woman who, I just feel like her story deserves to be told. So I did the best I can and I really have gotten great feedback. So if you ain't got nothing else to do, which I know you don't, and if you really want to help me out, which I know you do, I would appreciate it if you guys check out that video next, because as we progress and evolve on this binge-worthy journey, I always want to make sure that I'm headed in the right direction. So grab a snack and get ready for all the shocking tea about Betty Boop And I'ma see y'all over there.
My come and never sleep on me. Eyes on my chain, 숙여 너의 고개를 what you looking at fool. 너의 눈 흐리멍텅했고 find your comfort from another yeah. I go low like undercover yeah. Wanna know my name 죽지 않은 일은 위에 부어버려 기름 gas. You can't even guess me cause I'm baby high low 확실해 not like maybe.